All right, friends, it's Friday. Happy to see you. We are here today, ostensibly, for your Friday weekly wrap up, which is what we try to do every Friday and have been doing that for like 5 years every Friday, where we'll pull one card for the collective and individual cards for those who request. So nice to see all of you here making those requests. So the reason that I'm like, well, this is what we have been doing all this time is many of you know for the past couple of weeks, we have been having a lot of streaming issues. So we got through our class on Wednesday. It was great. If you missed the class, please go back and check it out. And let's get going and let's see if we can get through this. I know a lot of you did not get your Monday cards because we went down after the first 10 minutes. Let's see if we can do better today. So glad to see you all. Hopping on over to CardCam, some of you heard about my recent deck haul. A friend of mine destashed and just gave me boxes of tarot cards and books and oracle cards and all of that. And in that haul was this. This is Llewellyn Tarot, which is a deck I've always admired but never owned. So I'm so happy to see it. All right. And to be able to use it for you today, let me know what you think about it. All right. So I want to say a big thank you to Audrey M., who is the first person I see to remind us what the collective cards were on Monday. We started with the Ace of Wands reversed, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. All right, so for the collective, following up to that, Ace of Wands reversed, Nine of Pentacles, and Six of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. I think we did a good job this week finding our energy and moving ourselves forward. There was a lot in that 3-card reading on Monday that really spoke of, tiredness, loss of vitality, but also mutual aid, mutual support, and confidence in our ability to be okay. And it feels like that confidence has just taken us forward in this really beautiful way. So I think we did a good job with communication. We did a good job moving ourselves forward. Oh, Audrey, can we hold that up again? Couldn't see the whole thing. This is the companion book. This is the Llewellyn Tarot. As you might guess, it's available from Llewellyn. So, yeah, let me know what you think of it. All right. And Audrey, you can be excited because I'll be working with a lot of decks I haven't worked with before and therefore haven't been able to show you before. So that's going to be fun. So let me know what you think. All right, let's get to the requests. And we are starting with Trey Cameron. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We appreciate you. Here we go. 9 of Cups reversed. Trey, I think it's fair to say that there are ways this week that you haven't really been happy. I think it is fair to say that there are ways this week that you're not even sure what would make you happy. So it's hard to know what to manifest. Like, what do you want to work on? I don't know. So I feel like for you, Trey, it maybe has not been the most fun week. And the remedy is going to be allowing yourself space to figure out in the moment what feels good and what is comforting. And as you work toward the future, what feels good to work toward. Hey, Rapid, good to see you. Robin Wood is your favorite. Okay. Soulfire Angel, so good to see you over on Twitch. And both Soulfire Angel and Rapid, would you like a card to end your week? All right, Vaishali, So good to see you. You're up next. Thanks for being here. Page of Pentacles reversed. And I think this speaks to not only this past week, but a lot of weeks where you're really just trying to find the gumption and the energy and the courage to move yourself forward, but you always seem to fall short. And maybe what that means is those are the things you do not need. If you can't find them, you don't need them. What you need is just the ability to do it anyway. So we're wishing you a lot of good luck. Over on Twitch, Soulfire Angel, so good to see you. Here's a card for you. 8 of Wands. So, Soulfire Angel, I think this week flew by. I think the energy around you is basically positive. I think there's been some interesting communication, but basically the energy is moving and you're moving with it and you're doing a good job. So as much as possible, be in the flow and stay in the flow. It's a good place to be. All right. TJ and GA, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to do you and your daughter. And for you, we have the 3 of Pentacles. TJ, I think this is going to be a good week, both personally and professionally. Oh, wait a minute. We're at the end of the week. I think this was a good week, both personally and professionally, where I think you need to recognize whatever it is you did well this week, please recognize it and give yourself the win. I think that's the important thing. Now is a time to look at the things you are doing that are working well, and I'm going to argue there's many of them. For your daughter, 4 of Pentacles reversed. I feel like she's needed a lot of help and support, and I hope that she's getting good at asking for it. Like the key for her going forward is ask for what you need. And if you don't know what you need, it's okay to say, I need help, and let other people help you figure out what you need and then help you get it. Melissa, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years and for using members only emojis. You started with the Tower. Not necessarily a bad thing. And you end with the 6 of Cups reversed, because there is no mofoing way that you are going to repeat the same Tower experiences over and over again. There's just no way. It's not happening. And I think that I think you're doing some really good introspection on every level of your life and figuring out what is core to who you are that you move forward with, and what is falling away because it's not really who you are and it doesn't serve you. And I think these 2 cards together really reflect that, and it's a great thing. Donna, thank you for making the kitty dance. Donna, thanks for being a member, and thank you for the super chat. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Claire C., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years, and thanks for using members only emojis. You started with the 3 of Wands and end with the Sun, and like this is right on theme. These 2 cards together, right on theme. You are learning to live in the light. You are learning to be open and comfortable with who you are, and what you do. And if other people don't like it, they can F all the way off. It's a beautiful thing. Well done, Claire. Over on Instagram, Gypsy Grounded in Reality, Adrija, so good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Wrapping up your week, and I have some insider knowledge on what went down for you this week. So wrapping up this week, the Queen of Pentacles reversed kind of makes sense. And, just looking at the Pentacles, I'm feeling like you're not loving your job right now. But I think what's really making you feel ungrounded is this change in your relationship. And it's an uncomfortable feeling really work on grounding yourself in yourself and moving forward. That's going to be the key. Oh, Joyous Ocean, I howled with laughter, and now I cannot remember what I just said that was funny, but if you could remind me, let me know so I can laugh too. Thank you, and thanks for being here. It's good to see you. All right. Audrey M., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Okay, yeah, 3 of Swords on Monday. And Audrey, thanks for using members-only emojis as well. Okay. Following up to the 3 of Swords, the Hermit reversed. Like, I think there is so much healing that comes from the deep reflection of the Hermit, but there is also so much healing that comes from just hanging out with your friends. There is so much healing that comes. There is so much healing that comes from allowing yourself to be seen and loved by those around you. And I feel like you have probably a good balance of this, the introspection, and this, the ability to be fun with the people you care about. And those things, 2 things together really do serve you. Oh, Joyous Ocean, they can F all the way off. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Thank you. Thank you for appreciating that. I appreciate you. All right. Who is up next? It seems to be Hippie Pippy. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members-only emojis. We're going to do you, Pamela, and Pamela's daughter. And Pamela, of course, is a member here as well. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, Pip, for you, the Lovers. I think this week you did a good job keeping balance, communicating, making decisions, and interacting with people around you. Excellent, excellent. Love it. Okay. For Pamela, and you're also a member here, the 2 of Pentacles reversed. I think there's a lot of questions about time, money, energy, and talent, and how you're going to allocate those resources and what that's going to look like. And you're trying to figure it out. Keep figuring, you'll get it. And Pamela's daughter, the 10 of Pentacles reversed. I think there's some issues with money. I think there's some issues with feeling grounded, but there's also some issues with family that I feel like you need to find a new way of processing. Oh, Audrey, I love this. Good message. Actually spent some time yesterday with Robin and Lisa doing some readings. I love this so much. So cool. Okay. And for those who don't know, so there's this little conclave, and I don't know, like some of you knew each other before the meetup, some of you didn't, but people who live, for you, those of you who know geography, people who live south of West Palm Beach, like Del Rey and Boca, and they drive all the way up to Panera once a month to come to our meetup, and they're now getting together on their own time, and that's a good thing. Okay. Smile Soul 20. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member for more than 4 years and for being a moderator. Here's a card for the wrap up for you. Oh, I love this. The King of Pentacles. This week, whether you know it or not, Smile Soul 20, you did some really good work. You did some really good work this week to create greater stability for yourself, to create better grounding, better finances, and to bring you into a space of leadership. So you're planting some good seeds, and those seeds will grow. Over on Facebook, Satish, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let me know if you'd like a card for the week ahead. All right. Renji, so good to see you. We are going to do you, Vince, and Vea. Okay, so Ren, you started with the King of Pentacles reversed, and now the Two of Pentacles reversed. And Ren, I think there's a consistent message here where there is so much about you just trying to make everything work. And it just feels like too little, dollar late, dollar late, day short. No, the other way around. Day late and a dollar short. Like it just feels like you're trying to pack a lot into limited resources because you must. And you will do it. You will do it successfully. You have been doing it, but it feels like a stretch. And I'm just here to tell you that you will be able to stretch for as long as you need to. Now, for Vince had the Tower reversed, but now the Queen of Swords. And so the thing to recognize, Ren, is that no matter what, for Vince, things can be weird, things can be normal, things can be weird, things can be normal. But no matter what, Vince is guided by a light of truth that you yourself have provided. And for Vea, Three of Cups reversed is how we started. And now Knight of Wands reversed. I think Vea did not have the easiest week. And I think there's a lot of social questions. Questions around, who are my friends? Who do I hang out with? What is my direction and where do I need to go? So there's a lot, I think, that Vea is still figuring out. Oh, Smile Soul 20. Wow, great. Thank you. Well, thank you so much. All right. Light Seeker over on Twitch. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Would you like a card to wrap up your week? Over on Instagram, Simran, so good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. On Friday, we do a card to wrap up the week that was, and I'm happy to do that for you. And we have Justice, which in this deck is also called the Lady of the Fountain, making her like a Vivian character. So what I'm going to say about this, Simran, is I feel like this week you are really trying to find a lot of truth and a lot of balance. And I think some of that could have to do with work. Some of that just has to do with managing your life. But I think you're coming at it from the right perspective to find the truth and balance that you want and need. Also over on Instagram, we have Jeannie Mnuchin. So good to see you. Of course, you're a member on YouTube as well. Monday, you had the King of Pentacles. Here's a wrap up for you with the Six of Cups. Monday. Jeannie, you had the King of Pence and now the Six of Cups. And to me, this is a great healing moment and a great healing message. Where with the Six of Cups, there is that sort of talking heads, same as it ever was. But with the King of Pentacles, there's like, no. There are familiar feelings that you have to fight, but it is not same as it ever was. It is same as it was always meant to be. And you are moving yourself forward in exactly the way you intended to. Has it taken forever? Yes. Has it been very expensive? Also, yes. But it is happening and you are doing it. Oh, Melissa, thanks for this feedback. Just hopped on. Thanks so much for making me laugh out loud. There is no mofo way you will repeat this the tower moments of the past. Love this message so much. Well, thank you, Melissa. I love it for you. Absolutely. Okay. Over on Twitch, so good to see you here today. We've got Light Seeker and Horse-Drawn Portraits. So glad you're both here. Light Seeker, here you go. Here is your wrap-up. The Hermit. And Right, the Hermit is Murden. Yeah, now that makes so much sense. Okay, Light Seeker. This week, you may have felt a bit lonely, but I also think you are very clearly pursuing learning, knowledge, and the power that comes from that. And that is true spiritually, but also in the practical, mundane world. And it is serving you. So it's not easy, but what you're doing is serving you. And you did that this week very, very well and very nicely. All right. Horse-drawn portrait. So good to see you. I love that. Wrap me up, please. Yes, indeed. Thank you for being here and thanks for your support. Horse-drawn portrait. Two of Cups. This week, I think you did a very good job. This can be a romantic card, and if that applies, it's a nice thing. It can be a card about any kind of friendships and positive partnerships. It can be about good self-esteem and being a good partner to you, to yourself. It can also remind you of the healing power of love. One way or the other, horse-drawn portrait, there is nothing here that isn't good. This week, you were a good partner to yourself and to others. This week, you leaned into the healing power of love. Well done. ASIM 1981, so good to see you. Thanks for being here, and you are in the queue. Okay, we are hopping on back over to YouTube with Christina R. Where we're going to do you, your mom, and your sis. All right, here we go, Christina. Monday, you had the Knave of Swords, which is the page. So let's start with that. And you said it was a rough week at work. Yeah, King of Cups reversed because, excuse me for saying it, the leadership at work is not good. I'm sorry, but there it is. And you were there as the page. So yeah, there it all is. It was a hard week. Not your fault, Christina. That's the bottom line. Not your fault. And this too shall end. So you just have to heal from this and move on. Ace of Pentacles for Karen, which I really hope bodes well. And then Seven of Wands reversed. So I feel like there's some grounding with the Ace of Pentacles, but now some help, some healing, some ability to rest, some ability to not need to be defensive. And that feels really, really good. We love it. Oh my goodness, horse-drawn portrait. The Hermit is your favorite card. That's so cool. Astro Ascension Tarot, nice to see you. Hey, I popped in on one of your lives recently. You didn't see me because I literally lurked. I didn't have time. Popped in and popped out, but what a great setup you have. Everyone here should really check out Astro Ascension here on YouTube. Oh, okay, right. Okay, so Astro Ascension, good to see you. Thanks for being a member. Oh, sorry, horse-drawn portrait. It was the Two of Cups, right? Sorry. Good reader, bad remember. Thanks for correcting that. And yes, Two of Cups. What is not to like about the Two of Cups? For sure. Hey, Ruby Elixir. Someone's told on you already. I hear that you got together with Lisa and Audrey to play with the cards, and nothing could make me happier. That's so cool. Glad you're here. All right. Okay. Over on Instagram, we have Anka K. Good to see you. Who is Anna K over on YouTube? Okay, here we go. Wrapping you up. With the Seven of Pentacles. Anka, it's just been a lot of work this week. And I think you're doing the work and you're doing what you need to do, but it's also really important to do what you need to do to sort of support yourself. That's important too. You know, that is necessary. So there's that. And I just recognized, going back to Christina R., that I didn't do Kim, Sister Kim. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. RKFBE on Instagram. I see you and we'll get to you. But let me go back to Christina R. We did Karen, we did you, but we didn't do Kim. Kim got the sun. Kim got the sun on Monday. Can't make this up. And now the sun reversed. So Kim, you are rolling with the ups and downs of life, but you're trying to stay positive and you're trying to keep your light on, your internal light on, and you're doing a good job. So that's awesome. Kim and Christina R., thank you for being here. All right. Back over to Instagram with RKFBE. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, RKFBE, Eight of Pentacles. This week, you did a good job learning, growing, creating, and doing what you had to do. Very well done. Anka, why are my cards always me working? Because you do. I mean, there's a lot of work. There's a lot of work to be who you are and get where you want to go. I mean, that's real. That is very real. All right. Candy B, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay. We're going to do you and Marlon, and you had the Seven of Wands on Monday. And now you get the Star, like, which is, by the way, Bronwyn. Bronwyn. Okay. And I kind of love this for you, Candy, because with the Seven of Wands and then the Star, it's like you're fighting for what you want and need. You're fighting for what you want and need. However, by fighting for it, you're receiving it. Like you're getting what you want by fighting for it and by standing up for it. Exactly as you should. That's the way it's supposed to work. And for Marlon, wrapping up your week with the Eight of Pentacles reversed. And I feel like in a lot of aspects of life right now, you are paying attention to what works and what doesn't work. And if you can pay attention to that and kind of put that into your life, it's really going to help you. Okay, Ruby, you are in the queue. Ha, Candy, love this for me too, right? Right? Yeah, what's not to love? Okay, Febborn, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here we go. A card for you, Febborn. Page of Pentacles. I love this. You and I are about the same age, and we recognize that it's easy to feel old, but it's also easy to feel young when you recognize how much you are learning and how much you are doing for the first time. Like, I really feel like once you get into your 60s, you got to do a lot of things for the first time. And you're doing that, and it's going so freaking well. And I think you planned to do that, or did some of that this week. And it is a wonderful thing for you, Febborn. Oh, Candy B, so on point for Marlon. Got it, got it. Very good. Yes, Cassie, Cassandra. It is true. I'm really live. We're knock on wood. We're still here. So yes, it is really me. Yes. All right. Thanks for your patience as we've obviously had some tech issues in the past couple of weeks. All right. Teresa, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years and for using members only emojis. Okay. You missed the Monday card both times. I know. What a frustration this week, right? But let's wrap you up, and your sun is moving out today. Okay. And we wrap you up with the card of peace. Two of Swords, the card of peace. And that is a beautiful thing. You must be at peace with this, and you must be at peace with what is unfolding, because there is nothing you can do about it anyway, and it will bring peace to your life. So hold space for this and know that it's okay. And I think that's what you've had to do all week, but it's a good thing. Okay. 64 Amy Penn, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Two of Pentacles reversed. This is stalking us today. I'm not going to lie. And it really just feels like you're putting out a lot and not receiving back what it is you would like to receive back. And this may, like that knowledge may not change your behavior right now, but it's important to recognize that as things are, they are not sustainable forever. There will be changes and those changes will be welcome. But for now, it's hard, but you can do it. All right. Juby, so good to see you, Juby. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member and using members only emojis. Queen of Pentacles. Juby, I think you did a very good job this week nurturing the important things of the earth. That would be your money, your well-being, your groundedness, your home, all of the things you need. You are doing that good work, and that's important. All right. Donna, so good to see you. Donna DeStefano, thanks for being a member, and thank you so much for the super chat. Really, really I appreciate that so much. All right. Here's a card for you, dear Donna. Oh, and what a card it is. The Ace of Cups. This week, you did such a good job, and I'm going to say spiritually, with the water energy. The water energy. You can tell I come from Long Island, right? You did such a good job with the heart healing energy, with opening your heart. And I really feel like there is so much here. There is so much here, Donna, about the spiritual work you've been doing and the healing and growth it is bringing you. So you get a gold star for that. Well done. Okay, Betty Flesher. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. And thanks for using members only emojis. Okay, here we go. Betty, 8 of Pentacles. This week, I think you really got some stuff done. It may be about learning or doing, but one way or the other, I think you accomplished some things that you needed to accomplish. And that's always a good thing. So you can have a gold star too. Oh, Donna, yes, I did. Hallelujah. We love this. All right. GM Marcus, so good to see you. Okay. So you know how we do this. On Fridays, of course, we do a card to wrap up the week, but I am more than happy to slap an extra interpretation upon it when needed. And so, GM Marcus, I am so happy to hear this. Thanks for being a member. After much study and contemplation, I believe I have found my voice to perform traditional readings. Am I on the right track? Well, as a wrap-up card for the week, I've adjusted my desk and it has me, anyway, that's a me problem. Okay, GM Marcus. The Fool reversed. As a card for the week, to wrap up the week, we would say that there are ways that you are afraid of taking certain risks, and so you're doing a lot of risk management. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, right? When we approach the concept of you finding your tarot reader voice or your divination voice, I would say yes, and I think there's a part of you, like I think you're in the perfect jumping off spot, but it has been scary for you, and it is scary. And so that voice will continue to emerge as you become careful, as you become comfortable with being less careful. And I don't mean more careful. I don't mean less careful with other people's feelings. I mean less careful with your own. Like sometimes you have to risk really getting it wrong in order to really get it right. And that's the hard thing that I think you'll still be working on. That make any sense, man? I don't know. All right. Maybe it did. All right. I hope it did. Jenna Perkins, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. You had the Sun reversed. And now the Five of Pentacles reversed, which I think is really freaking great because it's about opportunities. You are finding your opportunities. You are creating your opportunities. And even this week you did that. So how great is that? All right. LP, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a wrap up for you. Two of Swords reversed. My feeling here is that you are definitely not at peace and have not been at peace this week. You're kind of jumping out your skin with a not being quite sure what to do, not being quite sure what to choose, and not believing in your own voice. And so this is not a really comfortable place to be. I think the key for you going forward, LP, is to learn to trust yourself more. I think that's really what it's about. And to not let other people steal your peace. Hey, Nine Worlds Tarot, so good to see you. Jenna, you are more than welcome. Ashley, good to see you. Here's a card for you, Ashley. The Fool. So this week, Ashley, I think you did a good job being open to the possibilities, being willing to take calculated risks, being willing to have fun, and being willing to trust yourself and the universe. It's a good thing. This is good. Oh, and LP, getting the Fool reversed, says learning to trust. That's exactly right. Mix you ear. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yes, indeed. We are doing cards to wrap up the week. And we will be here, internet willing. We will be back here tomorrow with your Saturday Psychic Sampler. And you're interested also in wondering about how work will be in the new year. So we'll see, I'll do my trick where I'll use your wrap-up card and see if I can project from there. So here we go. Wrapping up your week, Mix You Ear, and thank you so much for being a member. Once again, the Fool. Y'all can see I'm shuffling, but the Fool has just bitten onto our leg and is not letting us go. So Mix You Ear, I think you had an okay week. I think you did a good job trying not to control what you can't control anyway. I think you did a good job staying in the positive when you needed to. And if we were to project this as a card for how work will be in the new year, the answer will be, it will be fine, but we have no idea how or why. Let's talk tomorrow. Okay. And for Barbie on her way to the chiropractor, hope that just makes you feel all nice and good. Page of Cups. Barbie, you did a great job this week staying in your own sense of kindness towards yourself and others, and leaning into what feels good and leaning away from what doesn't feel good, which objectively is always a smart way to be. It's a good thing. All right. Jackie Masters, so great to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years and for using members-only emojis. Jackie, glad you are here to receive the very fabulous Four of Cups. Meh. All right, so this week, Jackie, probably not your favorite week. Not the worst, not the best. And I think the lesson here going forward is about how much is on your plate that you are allowed to say no to, but don't. Are you taking on some things emotionally, work-wise, strategically, whatever, that are serving you? Great. But if they're not serving you, don't take them on going forward. That's the thing. Make sure Sapphic Trivia and Pickle Bingo. I'd love to know what Pickle Bingo is. But also your review, which is nerve-wracking. Sure, got it. Okay. Hey, Rebecca Dusk, so good to see you. Aisha Sharif, you're up next. And you're interested in your love life. I will do my trick here. We're wrapping up your week. We have the Ace of Wands, indicating this week some excitement, some creativity, and some hopeful energy. And as regards your question, love life with Ahmed, I will say this person obviously has interest in you. This is not to say that it will or will not go well, but there is certainly interest and there is certainly energy between you. Okay, Joyous Ocean, so great to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and a moderator. We're going to do you and Jada. Yay. All right. Joyous Ocean, for you, the Nine of Swords. I think there can be a lot that feels heavy and feels worrisome. And I feel like you do a good job, excuse me, kind of holding space for whatever is difficult and then doing what you have to do anyway. And that's good. But I think it is also important to acknowledge that it's not easy right now. And you're doing well, even though it's not easy. And that's important. Like you get extra gold stars for that. Okay, for Jada. 5 of Pentacles. I think, Jada, you worry that you're not going to have what you need. And this week, I think there was that question, like, am I enough? Will I have enough? Like, there's a lot of questions about what is true for you. And I think that you have sort of found it safer to expect less. And going forward, you may want to switch that up. Ha, Soulfire Angel, just lurking and listening. So glad you're here. Joyous Ocean, I needed that gold star. There you go. Okay. Let's see. Martha Vink, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members only emojis. Martha, I love this. The 10 of Pentacles. I think at this point you are really feeling your dad around you in the celebration of the holiday. I think you're happy to have your mom around you. I think there has been some leaning into family and leaning into the traditions religiously and secularly that are really sustaining. And I think you are finding some sustenance in that. It's a good thing. Claire C., I want to thank you so much for the super chat. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Who is up next? Helen. So good to see you. Helen 895. Thanks for being a member and thanks for using members only emojis. Okay, here we go, Helen, wrapping you up. We are wrapping you up with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this week, you may not have felt as supported as you needed, and you may not have felt like you really had what you need. Do what you have to do to make sure you're covered, that you've got everything you need, and see what you can do to increase your grounding and your sense of resource so that it feels more like that. Yeah, there you go. All right, Jackie Masters. Thanks for this feedback. I hear you. Thank you. This week on reflection, I'm not sure it served me. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I was of the same mind. Oh well, here we are. All right. Scrolling through. See where we are. Okay, from my perspective, the next one up, I think, is the Guardian Oracle. Guardian Oracle 33. Thanks for being here. Okay, you're not requesting, you're just saying you're going to check out Astro Ascension. Got it. Let me know if you'd like a card. Let's see, we got ASM. And so let's see, I'm going on to Ruby Elixir. Glad you're here. Thanks for being here, Robin. And you have a special question. If you'll get the right ins signing with the new agent. And so, of course, what I'm going to do is do it as the wrap-up card, but then, see if I can project the other meaning. Wrapping up your week, Six of Swords, I think you had a pretty good week. It seems kind of logical. It seems like you're moving forward. It seems like you're getting your ducks in a row to do what you need to do. And that does feel really good and really positive for you. And in answer to your question, I'm going to say yes. Yes. Okay. Cassandra, you are up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thanks for using members only emojis. A wrap up for you and your mom, Raquel. Appreciate both of you, and Raquel's a member as well. So Cassie, wrapping you up with the Nine of Swords. I feel like it's been a rough week and maybe a rough holiday season as well. And I think you have to give yourself a lot of grace as you kind of go through this and allow yourself time for healing and allow yourself downtime. That's what's going to be necessary. Now for Raquel, there's that Two of Pentacles reversed. It was stalking us a lot earlier. I feel like with this one, Raquel, it's feeling like you don't have everything you need. And so it's a matter of choosing priorities. What's the priority? If you only have so much time, if you only have so much money, if you only have so much energy, what's the priority? That's what you've been figuring out and must figure out. All right, up next, it's Nine Worlds Tarot. So good to see you. I am doing well, and I hope you're doing well too. All right. Nine Worlds Tarot. Knight of Pentacles. I think you did a really good job this week just taking care of what you have to take care of. And that is not always easy because there's a million things asking for this and this and this and this. So settling in and doing what you need to do is hard, but you did it. Well done. Kay Talks, I hope you're doing well. I hope baby Skylar is good as well. Here's a card for you. Thanks for being here. Six of Pentacles reversed. There is a feeling, and I don't know if it's a truth or just a feeling, but there is a feeling that you're not getting what you need from the people around you. And maybe you need to ask for it in a different way. So, and is it just how you're feeling or is it the truth? Not sure. But going forward, ask for what you need. All right. Up next, we have Baby Cakes. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you. Here's a card for you. King of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, Baby Cakes. You didn't find a job this week, did you? One way or the other, I feel like you have founded some solidity and some strength and some sense of your own autonomy and your own leadership, which really serves you. All right. And let's see who's next. Hi, Claire. See, you finally got your password. Got it. Okay. Joanne Ellis, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh, good point. It is 1212. What a good number. Thank you, Joanne. Like, did I notice that? I did not. I appreciate that you did. Okay, Joanne Ellis. The Chariot reversed. I feel like there are ways this week, Joanne, that you really did not feel like you were in charge or you had agency and you did not feel like you were moving forward and it did not feel good. But let's turn this around and recognize that you do have the mastery, you do have the power, and a bad day, a bad week, a bad situation, whatever, ultimately you are moving forward, and that's the important thing. Oh, Helen, I'm just seeing this feedback from you. I had a rough week. Yeah, so sorry. Revival of Venus, so great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Have you started your new job yet? Inquiring minds want to know. Revival of Venus, glad you're here. 10 of Pentacles, one way or the other. I feel like you've had a good week, and what you're doing is going to be so helpful to bringing stability to you and also to other people, to people you care about. So I think you're in a much better space, and that's a good thing. Oh, Astro Ascension, so good to see you. Let me know if you wanted a card today. Find out my style of reading is called Astromantia. I like it. Good to know. Okay. Love and Light Vibe, you are up next. There's that King of Pentacles stalking us as well, but I'm here for it. This week, I think you did a very good job as a leader, bringing stability to yourself and those around you. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Okay. So, Astro Ascension, a few other people who have here and have not asked for cards. Oh, yes, Astro Ascension. There we go. Card, please. You got it. Or maybe you asked and I didn't see it. That is entirely possible. Astro Ascension, thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. And look at you with your Queen of Swords. This week, I think you did a really good job nurturing truth, nurturing knowledge, nurturing your own ability to be a teacher and a student, and doing all the right things. Very well done. You are on the right track. My friends, it is indeed last call. I want to, oh, Rebecca Dusk. Rebecca Dusk, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. And yeah, I had said hi to you. I knew you were here. Thanks for being here and thanks for being a member. Forgot to hit send, understood. But so glad you did, Rebecca. Good to see you. I have a feeling I already know. So we're going to have to check in and you're going to have to tell me now, Rebecca, is it what you thought or is it not? Right? That's what we're going to figure out. All right, here we go. Four of Pentacles. I think this week you did a good job with self-care, taking care of business and taking care of what you have to take care of. But I also think, like with everything that's been going on, it's been so hard for you to feel expansive, and feeling expansive is what you need to feel. And this is like the opposite of that. Okay, does that match what you thought or no? Inquiring minds want to know. Martha Vink says, have a great weekend, Village. And I agree, let's all have a great weekend. I will remind everyone, it is last call at this point. We're planning on having a normal weekend of streaming, where we're planning on being live tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern and Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Sorry, Martha. Can't imagine why Reverend Martha doesn't appreciate that time. Can't imagine. And I'll hope to see you all there. And I do have some openings for readings this weekend, so please feel free to reach out. All right. I'm kind of stalling, wondering if Rebecca has feedback for me. But Rebecca, you can always message me and let me know as well. All right. So, my friends, thank you so much for being here. Thanks to the members, the moderators, the subscribers, everyone who participates in this village gathering. Thank you for those making financial donations, the super chats, super stickers. I appreciate all of you so much. Here it is. Okay, Rebecca. Okay, stand corrected. This was not what I was expecting. My car broke down and I lost a front tooth. Oh my gosh, good Lord. See dentist early next week. But yes, because of that, definitely not feeling expansive. And those are the things that hit you right in the wallet, so that Four of Pentacles makes so much sense there. But the fact is, you're dealing with it, you're handling it. No one wants these things. No one likes these things, but you're handling it. So there we go. Yeah, no, makes sense. Thank you for that. I was looking for that feedback. Thank you. All right. And Martha's laughing at me. Yeah, fair. All right. Nine Worlds, you are very welcome. I hope to see everyone tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern. Reach out, book an appointment with me. Have a great weekend. And thank you all so much for being here. Take good care, everyone.